where to sleep in luxury pool villa for free. Here's Anantara Vacation Club in Macau area. I would stay here 3 nights and I'd pay just about 3,000 Thai baht including breakfast, plus I get voucher of 3,000 Thai baht to pay for food or spa or anything in this hotel. How could this be possible? I'll explain that later, but now let's check out their room. So, Pool Villa Luxury Hotel for 1,000 baht per night including breakfast. I'm not kidding, but before I tell you how, let's take a look at the room. The lobby is so huge. And let's see what they have to offer. Yeah. Free coffee and tea. Big refrigerators. You can stuff as many things you want. If you want to do cooking, and here's the kitchen, big dining table, and if you stay long, this laundry. Now let's see the bathroom. Oh man, why it has to be so big? We can play football here. 2 wash basins, you don't need to fight. And maybe I should relax myself here someday. And over here is the toilet, and here is a shower. Everything in a good size. Now let's go to the highlight, which is the bedroom. Oh, big bed, and yes, this is Pool Villa. It's not that big, but you know, it's private. There's also another big one outside for public. If you want to really swim, you go for that one, but if you just want to relax, put yourself in the water, then here it's great and nobody can see except you and your companion. So after this, I'm going to show you the breakfast and then my total experience after tonight. Now from the room, let's check the other area because this is a vacation club, so it has space for many activities. Let's see what they have. This is sports area. You can play badminton, takraw, volleyball, or basketball. Now let's go to the swimming pool. Here's water park for kids. Good fun. I'm going to have breakfast. Let's go. So if the pool in your room is too small, you can come here for a real swimming. And here is the breakfast. breakfast has lots of varieties, and I like that they have some Japanese sushi because I haven't had Japanese food for over a month and I definitely miss my wasabi. And this is the part of how to get this special deal. You come here, spend 2 hours listening to the presentation about the product. It's like a timeshare concept. So after finish the presentation, you may or may not buy. It's up to you. And after finish, you will get a voucher of a certain value. It depends on the promotion during that time. For example, in my case, I get voucher of 3,000 Thai baht, which means it's like the total cost that I have paid for 3 nights. So it's like I stay for free. You can use this voucher for food, or spa, or anything in here, Anantara Vacation Club or the other Anantara resorts. So in my case, I would use this for lunch and dinner at the other Anantara. So it's very good deal, isn't it? Here comes the part when I give my opinion after staying. Let's forget about that special deals because when you pay so little or nothing, everything is perfect, it's great, it's worthwhile. But let's assume that if I pay the market price to stay here, which is roughly 6,000 to 7,000 Thai baht, would it still a great value for money? In my opinion, after staying 3 nights, yes. There are many things that I like and I would divide it into 4 parts. Part 1, the comfort in the room. There are many things that are very good. First of all, here is open air area by the pool. You can do any legal things under the sun without having to worry someone is watching because it's behind closed door. So just keep your voice low. And inside the room, I can feel that everything they use, the equipment, are of very high quality. The firmness of the door, the faucet, the pillow, bed. It's just, you cannot really tell by looking, but when you really use it 2 times, 3 times, several times, then you feel, wow, this is very good quality and different from the other hotel. And there are something unique that they use. For example, the reading lights by the bed. When you have 2 people, one is sleeping and you want to still read or use your mobile, you have this little reading light so you can still do your thing without disturbing the other. It's a concept like on the airplane where some airlines, they have this private reading lights, so I think it's a good idea to use. I don't see many in other hotels. Another thing is the switch. When in the room there are a bunch of light switch and you don't know which one is for what. You have to try everything to know, and for the next time you forget and you try again. This room, they have like an icon in each switch, so you don't need to guess, you just know which one to you want. So it's another example of the great things that they do and make a difference. And now part 2 is the outside area, the recreation area. They have many spaces for activities. When you are here, you feel very private, but when outside, even though we are now in the Phuket Sandbox period, there are still people doing their things and it feels alive. I like it, even though I don't do it myself. I like watching people doing their, having fun. And the design of the outside area is rather, you know, square, solid, gray, but they also add graffiti in some walls. I think they have this thought of making it lively and warm, so it's good things to do. The third part is the breakfast. Number 1, they have good varieties. They have Japanese sushi, Normally, those varieties you won't care if you come to Phuket for the first few days, but if you stay like weeks, months, then you start to miss the thing you usually do when you don't go to vacation. So I like having sushi and Thai tea and other things which are the basic food, but yeah, after seafood, or kanom chin, okay, something basic for a change is welcome. And second thing about breakfast is that some of the dishes they put the plastic wrap on it. We are now during the pandemic, so when they do this, it feels safe and clean. So you don't have to worry if sometimes the people forget to wear masks or not wearing gloves before taking the food. You know that it's clean. But it has a side effects like normally you can choose which sauce you want to put in your salad. Now you cannot, or maybe you want to try one sausage but they have 3 in the plate. You have to take it all and then try to finish it. So there's less flexibility about that, but yeah, in exchange for the hygiene and safety. So I think I appreciate that they make this decision when the other hotel they don't do that. So it's pros and cons, but I think in these days the pros is greater than the cons. Third thing about the breakfast is that even though this hotel is not by the beach, but this breakfast restaurant is by the swimming pool. So it's the next best thing they can do to give a nice view from the breakfast room. So it's good. And the fourth thing, last but not least, is the service. I think the staff has a very high level of service minded. They remember your names, and yesterday we feedback them about taste of some food in the breakfast restaurant, and today they come and give us feedback, and not just 1 or 2 but 3 staff come and ask us is it better today. So this little thing, if you don't have any issue, then there's no issue, but when you do, some hotel they ignore or they keep quiet, but some hotel they really fix it and let you know that they have done something. So I think this proves that they are really the service is high quality. And now about things that I like a little less, or maybe things that they can improve. There are minor things, but yeah, it could be improved. Number one, in a room, because the room is big, so if you have the habit of using laptop or mobile and you want it to be charged while you are using, because we always run out of battery, the plug outlet is always far from where you can sit. Whether it's the dining table or the sofa area, it's very hard to plug and use it. You need to ask for the plug extension, and they do give you. So it's one thing which is less convenient, let's say. And number 2 is that despite they use everything of good quality, the shower is not strong. It's even weak, which is a pity, because this thing it's not difficult, because other hotels they can provide strong shower, and here they invest a lot but still they cannot have the strong shower. Well, I don't know about that. And third thing is that as you know, Phuket is tropical and the sun can be very strong. If you rent a car and you spend most of the time in a hotel, so the car is at the parking and there's no shade, so your car is always under the heat of the sun, which I think it would be great if they can make some roof for your car, so that when you get in you don't burn your butt. Alright, that would be all. I think it's still great experience, it's still definitely worth the money, so I would recommend you to stay in this hotel if you like the good part that I mentioned about. Now coming to the sensitive part about that 2 hours spending in listening to their presentation. First of all, I think when we accept this deal, which is a great deal for us to stay here, then we just have to respect the condition. We just sit there and listen tentatively with open mind. Maybe you find a product that really fits you and great value, so why not? But if it doesn't fit you, like in my case, then you just have to tell them politely. You may get some pressure because that's the role of the salespeople. They just have to push you. Sometimes they push you a little too hard. Then you just keep your cool, because you know that what you get is really worth it, and you also have the right to reject. But just don't lose your cool. And I think that would be a great way to, everybody wins, right? They have tried, they have a chance to tell you how great their product are, but if it doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit, right? So that's it for my thought, and I think if you stay here with this package deal, it's excellent, and I would recommend to take it. Just be remind that during that 2 hours, it may not be your best experience for staying here. Alright, hope you enjoy watching this clip, and see you next time.